Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to Unwind with Raya. Okay, I'm back. I made it back from the treacherous Iowa. Not unscarred though. Uh, let me change my. Let me get a little lower here. Maybe that's a little. That sounds a little better. Okay, awesome. Yes. So today is mainly just gonna be a vibing out. We're just gonna listen to music, some comfort songs, because I got super sunburnt at work today, and I don't know if you can. I don't know if there's a sunburn on my head. I don't know, but whenever I get sunburn, I just get like super tired. I think it's just how my body reacts to that. So today we're just gonna kind of vibe out. I was gonna do poetry, but I can't even focus. Like I'm so sleepy. I can't even focus on anything. So we're gonna save that for another time. Today is just gonna be listening to music that I love and hopefully you love, and we'll just kind of chill out, relax, have a little unwind. Yeah, what's the word I'm looking for? Decompress. We're gonna decompress a little bit. So yeah, sit back, relax. I'll queue up. I've got a few songs queued up that are like my favorite for like de-stressing. So we'll go with that, and feel free to suggest any of your comfort songs if you're here and you think of one that kind of fits the vibe. So yeah, I got my mint tea. Not sponsored yet though. Working on it. Just that that's I can't even remember what time or what brand, but it is delicious and it is soothing and I love it. Oh, but yeah, I went to Iowa back to visit my family, like I told you guys, and I made it like it's like a 16 and a half hour drive or something like that. I made it 16 hours and 25 minutes safe and sound. In the last 5 minutes, I hit a patch of ice and we went into the ditch. And that was terrifying. Oh my goodness. When you lose control and my puppy is like right here freaking out, or like not freaking out, but like I can tell he doesn't know what's going on. Go the other way. He hears me talking. Go through that way, okay? We're just staying here. So, anyways, we hit that patch of ice. Puppy. Go that way. Okay. He's gonna either knock over the lamp or the camera. So, we'll see which one it is. But yeah, when we hit that patch of ice, that was I couldn't. I had no control of what we were doing then. Luckily, no one was behind me. We just kind of zoom, and it was dark. I mean, it was nighttime. So, and it just let me give you some context. It's like maybe 9 or 10 at night. So it's pitch black. It's a ice storm. We had a snowstorm passing through, and I should have probably checked ahead of time, but I did not. I was like, oh, you know what? I've driven through ice my whole life. Like, how bad can it be? Yeah, it was. Hold up, National. Oh, okay, he made it through. But we hit that ice storm, and I started slowing down. I was trying to be safe. Made it 5 minutes to my house. Ended up in the ditch. I remember a Shiny song was playing. So just picture you're running off the ditch. Some like upbeat K-pop song is playing. Hit this like embankment. just sitting there stalled out pretty much, just like this. The car is like the front half is like up here, the bottom half is like on the ground. My dog's in my arm because like when it happened, I like had one arm on the steering wheel, one arm on my puppy, and just like held him like tight to me just in case. Like I didn't want the airbag to get him, but I didn't want him to like fall forward and hit like the windshield or whatever. I didn't know what we were gonna hit, so that was like real quick. K-pop's playing, and then just it's K-pop kept playing. I mean, it was a vibe. Not gonna lie, I was sitting there and it's like 30 degrees, and just what do I do now? What do I do now? That's the first time I've had like any kind of accident or like car related. I mean, I've wet myself plenty of times. I've had plenty of accidents, but like car accidents, that's the first. So it was definitely like a little jolt to the system. It definitely like changed. Like I can tell now when I'm driving around, I'm like a lot. I mean, there's no ice on the ground, but it's still like I'm still driving a little bit hesitant. Luckily, there was no major like damage or anything like that. And my pops was there. He came and picked me up and like helped me through the whole like take it to a body shop and like all that, like getting it towed. We had to get it towed out, and it was a mess. So yeah, thank you to my pops on that. I'm so glad he was there for that, because it's funny. Even though I'm 31, whenever I'm around my parents, I revert back to, not revert, but like, you know, that son role where I'm like a kid again, where it's like you just love having your parents around. You just love being around your pops, because like, I don't know, you in the back of your mind, you with all the memories, you know he's gonna help you, he's gonna take care of it, or he's gonna like make sure you're good. So yeah, shout out to my dad. Yeah, that was so much less stressful with him around, because that was not fun. That was not a good way to start the trip, the vacation. But outside of that, the vacation was dope. Hung out with my family. My brothers came through. My sister started work at a new job, so she's off exploring, and my other sister's out on the West Coast, so she couldn't really come back, even though it was her birthday. But no, I ended up hanging out with them, and they got a puppy, and he was rambunctious, but it was fun to have that kind of energy around. And my little bro, put me onto some game. Like, he put me onto some good stuff. He got me like looking at what's that show? I binge watched season 1 like in a day. Alice in Borderland. It's brutal. Definitely a mature show, so don't watch it if you can't stomach like a lot of death or like killing and stuff. Like, trigger warning for sure, but it is intense. And he put it spot on. He said, shout out to Nick put me on game. And he watches, or he listens to like all my stuff. So number one supporter, Nick. But he put it perfectly. He said, it's what Alice in Borderland is, what you wish Squid Game would be. Like, it's game related. Like, there's challenges, like, and people, they'll die if they don't complete them. But it's so brutal and like twisted, but like it's like a psychological thriller, and there's like romance involved. Oh, it's a vibe. And then outside of that, I watched Shooting Stars, the K-drama, which was alright. It was decent. I really like the main character. She's the main character in Weightlifting Fairy Kim Bok-jo. And I think she's really cool and funny. So I watched that one, and it was funny. Like, it had moments, like, it was charming. It was just like a charming drama. So if you need a decent one, that's a good one. But yeah, let's go ahead and just listen to music, man. I'm gonna talk so much on these next ones. I feel like it's nice to break it up with just some vibes. So let me cut on some music real quick. And yeah, let's just hang out. All right, what should we start with first? Let's go with This one's called A Woman Caught by Penny and Sparrow.
You don't have much practice at being honest with yourself. Would hold your hand for showing me that you don't love nobody else. And hallelujah all around, but the roof's caving in. And hallelujah all around. Honestly, girl, where you been? I know where you been. I know where you been. Couple of drinks is harmless, you think. You're gonna let him take you home. It's not like I sleep when you run around on me. I see it all. Looking to find a way back to bed. Looking to find a way back. And hallelujah all around, but the roof's caving in. I know where you've been. I know where you've been. I know where you've been.
Okay. That was A Woman Caught. I almost forgot. By, that rhymed. By Penny and Sparrow. And they are one of my all-time favorite bands. I've seen them twice. They put on a great show. Probably it's a duo, and they're probably the most entertaining duo I've seen probably of all time. Like, they're just funny and witty, and their banter back and forth is so good, and they're so talented. Both of them have incredible voices. The lead singer there, his voice is just phenomenal, just pitch perfect. Like, his tone is crazy, and they make just good music. Just that's one band I'll recommend to people, and it's a 100% hit every time. Just because, how can you not like that vibe? It's just a beautiful voice with beautiful melodies and great instrumentals. That's perfect. All right, this is gonna be crunchy for just a second. I gotta move this box, otherwise Nash is going to knock over the camera for sure. Okay, hopefully that wasn't too bad. All right, let's get a little stretch. Oh my goodness, there we go. The yawns means it's working. The tea's working. Man, I was outside all day today, which is pretty much every day, but today was like the first real warm day. Like, it hit maybe 80, 85, 86. So it was definitely like, I was not prepared. I didn't put any sunblock on. So now I'm just red, and I can feel it like on the back of my neck. You know, that uncomfortable like sunburn, just it makes my whole like temperature feel like up here. So one of those nights where I'll definitely sleep with the fan on, like on medium, and usually I sleep on low, but this is a medium kind of night for sure. But man, I love North Carolina. I love that it's 85 degrees in the end of March. Like, when I went out to Iowa, it was like 20 degrees, 30 degrees, low 40s. And that is way too cold for me. I don't feel like, you know that, I think it's Tom and Jerry. You know, when Jerry, is it someone, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but Jerry the mouse, like when he goes and his muscles like puff up like real big. That's how I feel the instant I drive into North Carolina. Like, when I drive into North Carolina, it's like I feel like composed and confident and like strong and like capable. I don't know, it has that effect on me. Just the warmth and the people and the scenery, the fact that it's green all year round with the trees and everything. Like, it just makes me feel like a puffed up mouse, in the best kind of way. Yeah. So today was 85, feeling like summertime. It was a vibe, and nothing better than the end of like a shift. You're driving home and you got the windows down and the music cranked. And today I was going with some like Korean ballads, which is a perfect segue, because we'll hit up. We're going to do one right now. Let's do. Ooh, that's a good one. Let's do Childhood by The Rose. And if you don't listen to The Rose, you should, because they're a vibe. But here we go.
Staying up late at night, imagining all kinds of sad things, dreaming about my life Now I don't even dream. Sick of feeling low again. Saying that I'm the one, thinking the world revolved around me, hoping for someone to come and save me from this story. Now I don't even need. Sick of waiting on my dream. Don't forget when you're a child. 시간이 흘러도 let it stay in your mind. Don't live your life like you have 1,000 years, ready for you to waste your time on regrets. Don't you ever, you will never. 잊고 살지만 내 머릿속에 있던 꿈들 더 되묻지마. 세상이 너를 더럽혀도 빼앗기지마. 그 맑고 순수했던 동심을. Don't forget when you're a child. 시간이 흘러도 let it stay in your mind. Don't live your life like you have 1,000 years, ready for you to waste your time on regrets. Don't you ever, you will never know. Should've never gave it up. Should've never said I can't. Judging me for who I am. Should've never listened, no. Should've followed my own dreams. It's better late than never, Don't forget when you're a child. Forget when you're a child. 시간이 흘러도 let it stay in your mind. Don't live your life like you have 1,000 years, ready for you to waste your time on regrets. Don't you ever, you will never.
That was Childhood by The Rose. Such a vibe. Such a vibe. I remember I found that song. I was at work. I was at this really cool chapel with like this giant lake. And I was doing something in the woods. But that came on to one of my Spotify playlists, and I replayed it like 5 times in a row. I was like, oh, this is it. A specific vibe. And that music video, if you check it out, it's so well done. It's so I don't know the right word, but it fits for like nostalgia. Like it makes you feel something related to your childhood. So yeah, check it out. The Rose, pretty cool band. Yeah, I kind of like thinking like we're in like a cozy room, just chilling. Well, I am, but you're here too. Just you pulled up. And you're like, hey, let's listen to some of your favorite songs, just to hang out and pass the time and just kind of, I don't know, share space with each other. So, welcome. Glad you're here. I'll pour you some tea. Pour you some chocolate milk if that's what you're into. I'm not a big drinker, but I'll pour you up something if you want. And yeah, get cozy. There's a big old comfy couch right where you're at. So I feel like do y'all know Delilah from Light 104.1? At least that's what it was in Des Moines, Iowa. She's like a radio talk show personality, late night host, but she's such a comfort for me. Like her voice is just like soothing and melodic, and I didn't expect it, but playing this music and then like speaking reminds me a lot of that. So actually, well done, Chris. Well done, Raya. I didn't know that was a vibe I was even entertaining, but I think that's the one that's like I might attach to. So yeah, if you don't know Delilah, she's like, hey guys, hope you're having a good drive home. Let me talk to you about relationships or thoughts or things like that. And she just has the most soothing voice. I wonder, is she still alive? She's gotta be. I mean, that was when I was a kid. That was like 20 years ago that she was like going strong in the air. So she's gotta be in her, like, I don't know, 60s or 70s. Hopefully, Delilah, hopefully you're alright, because you had such a profound impact on my life. Just, you made all the like 7, 8 p.m., 9 p.m. drives with my family just so enjoyable, so soothing. Nothing better than like you're listening to some like 90s Mariah Carey song on the radio, and then all of a sudden her voice comes on, and you're like in the middle seat in the back of the car or the van or whatever you're in, and like you got your brothers or sisters around you, and you're just like nodding off to sleep, and you're like, feels like a long drive, but it really, like, you're at the store and the store's like 6 minutes away, but it just feels like it's forever on the way back, and the street lights are going by, and you're just kind of dozing off, and Delilah's voice is just talking about, I don't know, somebody's breakup, or hoping, like, wishing you well. Such a good mood, such a good feeling. So yeah, maybe that's what I'll be for today. I'll be the Delilah of today. Like, that's what this is. So maybe you're listening to this and you're in your car and you're driving home. Maybe this will be like that for you. Or maybe you're in your room and you're settled down for bed and you have my voice playing in the background. Maybe that's this for you. I don't know. That's the beauty. That's what excites me about this is I have no idea what this is for you, but I hope it's a good thing. And I hope if it's anything like Delilah, man, I'm gonna do this more often. So let me what vibe are we going for next? Let's do something. Let's do not that. Ooh. Do you guys like the Paper Kites? Because I love them. They're one of my most listened to artists. I have listened to their albums over and over and over again. Let's do one of my favorites from them. This is like an all-time favorite for me. This immediately soothes me. So this will be perfect for today. This is called pause. This is called 10 Lover by the Paper Kites.
And I don't know how we fall into these holes.
That was 10 Lover by the Paper Kites. And you're listening to Unwind with Raya. I like this. This is fun. Hope you guys had amazing days. Today's Friday. So whoop whoop. That's amazing. What you guys gonna get into this weekend? Anything fun? I think I'm going to I want to play some piano. I've been learning how to play piano, so I want to practice a little bit tomorrow. Oh, first, let me back up. Let me rewind. Rewind the VOD if you're. Actually, don't do that because you're just gonna have to listen to this all again. So that's, I guess, fast forward the VOD. I'm gonna sleep in. I'm gonna sleep in. I am tired. You know that specific kind of tired you get after taking a long trip? I'm talking like, Nashville and I, we drove about, 2,000 miles. We drove 1,000 up and 1,000 back. And that trip back was tiring. I kid you not. I got like halfway through that first day because I split it up in 2 days. Halfway through that first day, I was like, man, it's even worth it. Like, what if I just stay in Iowa? We can make that work. Like, I was just exhausted. And that part of the country, like, I don't know if you've ever been to the Midwest, but pretty much from western Nebraska before you get to Colorado. Western Nebraska to pretty much Ohio. That's like the width of the Midwest in my opinion. But hey, cut it out. He's going to town on his toe or on his nails. Also, if you see me looking down this way, that's because Nash is always sitting next to me. So I'm not insane. I am insane, but like I'm not just seeing things. It's my puppy right here. Maybe one day we'll have a puppy stream and you get to meet Nash, but otherwise you're just gonna hear him making noise and living his life, living the dream. But yeah, the Midwest, if you've never been through, it is just the most boring stretch of land imaginable. There are no hills, no curves. You get on the one road and you just drive for like 9 hours and you just see the same thing. Like that stretch between Indiana and Illinois is just, I'm getting tired just thinking about it. Like I am literally allergic to that drive. I don't want to do it anymore. It's so exhausting. Because there's no, like once you get down to like southern Ohio and West Virginia-ish, like then you start taking these curves and you start taking these like really fun roads and paths, and that's when like you're excited and you're like, you wake up, you can feel your senses like, oh, I gotta like pay attention. And that's the fun part of it. But that Midwest stretch, ooh, my goodness, it is so exhausting. It's so tiring. So definitely I play some upbeat music for that stretch. That's definitely my like either my pop or my really like engaging like murder podcasts or things like that, where I like need something else to really hone in on and focus on. Otherwise I'm gonna get that, what's it called, that interstate hypnosis, highway hypnosis, interstate, it's Midwest morose, whatever that is. That's what that. Ugh. Just thinking about it right now, making me sleepy, which I guess is effective. But yeah, what was my original point? Told you I'm not gonna. We're never gonna get to some of these. We're not gonna. Oh, the weekend. This weekend, I'm gonna sleep in. There's a special kind of exhaustion from travel, so I'm just gonna sleep, no alarms, wake up, drink some coffee, and watch some whatever's on. Play some piano. Gonna watch some more of this Korean drama. I've been watching this one, Goblin, and so far it is really good. I know I'm late to the party because so many people have recommended it to me. I think it was made a few years back, but it is so good. It's kind of weird. There's like I'm hoping the main character grows up because she's still in high school, and that's like, I don't vibe with that. Especially like the main dude is like supposed to be like a 900-year-old goblin or wizard or something. I don't know. It's like, but so far it's really good and it's funny. And yeah, I'll probably order a pizza, make it like a self-care Saturday kind of situation where I just don't even leave the house except to get the pizza. And yeah, because if you watched number one, you know I always carry out. Anyways, back to let's do two more songs. Let's make them good. Let's do what's the vibes for today? Do we want to go to sleep? Do we want to cry? Do we want to vibe? Ooh, let's vibe. This one's called A Comet Appears by the Shins.
One hand on this wily comet. Take a drink just to give me some weight. Some Uberman I'd make, I'm barely a vapor. They shone a chlorine light on a host of individual sins. Let's carve my aging face off, fetch us a knife, start with my eyes, down to the lines form a grimacing smile. Close your eyes to corral a virtue. Is this fooling anyone else? Never worked so long and hard to cement a failure. We can blow on our thumbs and posture, but the loneliest such delicate things. The wind from a wasp could blow them into the sea, with stones on their feet, lost to the light and the loving we need. Still to come, though it's parting, you know it. There is a numbness in your heart and it's growing. list of things I could lay the blame on might give me a way out. But with each turn it stays front and center, like a dot stuck square in your eye. Every post you can hitch your faith on is a pie in the sky, chock full of lies, a tool we devised to make sinking stones fly. And still to come, though it's part and you know it, there is an honest in your heart and it's growing.
That was A Comet Appears by the Shens. And I don't know why I'm giving all these backstories. I guess that's just what this is. But I originally found that song from the show Chuck, which is probably top 5 all shows for me. It's that one that was like, I think, like around like 2010s, like around there, about a nerd who falls in love with a spy. No spoilers, but that show is just a comfort show for me. It's so ingrained in my heart. And that song is in the pilot, and it's a scene that sticks with. I can see it right now. They're sitting on the beach, just staring out onto the ocean. He's sitting next to Sarah, the spy, and they're in LA. And it's I think it's such a cool moment, and that'll probably stay with me forever. Like, that's what that song reminds me of. But it also reminds me of driving around southern North Carolina with my dog. It's one of those days where I just needed to get out of the house. Like, I was in my head, and I don't know, I think I was just homesick. It was like one of the first few, like it was definitely the first year I was down here where I was just homesick, and usually that'd be the time where I'd go kick it with my family, but I didn't have everyone up here or down here, so I went for a drive and just listened to that song. And I remember I stopped to like listen to music, and I remember it was a beautiful day, and like the sun was going down, but it was shining behind like some leaves, and there's that like the way the wind plays with the leaves while the sun is shining in, and that song was on, and top tier memory. That was just, if I could bottle up that feeling and like give it to you, I would, because that was such a good one. And I remember I was texting this girl at the time too. Let's call her A. I was texting her, and she made me feel a lot less alone, and that song was playing, and it was kind of cool. But yeah, you learn a lot about me, and I like that about you. Yeah, it's funny because I am very much, you'll find this, or maybe you will, you'll find out more about me. You can tell I'm tired as this goes on, but in my day-to-day, I love keeping to myself. This is the most I've spoken in, outside of like hanging out with my family. This is the most I've spoken all day. Like, when I'm at work, I usually work by myself or with a partner. And even then, I'm usually pretty quiet unless I'm with my guy KB. But like outside of that, I love just daydreaming and being in my own head or listening to music, and like kind of, I'm that kid that brings a book to the party. Matter of fact, I do that at every party. I'm the one, I got a back pocket book. I always have like whatever book I'm reading at the time, And then I have like a thin book where I know no matter what, it can fit in my back pocket, and I can take it to parties or take it to events or take it to concerts. That I'm just like in that like lull period where you're supposed to like chat with people. Like I just bring my book and read it, and it cuts out all that just that awkward like small chat stuff. So if you're looking for a good way out of that, bring a book, because 9 times out of 10, no one's going to bother you when you have your book. Or you'll get that one time where they'll ask you about your book, and that's at least a better conversation than what you're drinking or whatever that is. I don't know what blah blah blah. I don't know what people talk about. Obviously I'm not the one talking, but yeah, I'm definitely that kid that like I've got the book and I'm hanging out with the dogs or the cats in the corner, like just chilling, just minding my own. So yeah, I don't even know what you're gonna learn about me, but this will be exciting. This will be an interesting exploration into what makes me. And I don't know if that's good. I don't know if that's bad. But it is what it is, baby. It is what it is. Should we do one more? I think that sounds about right. I gotta cook some fish for dinner. Well, I guess I've been doing this thing where like I'm trying to be more mindful of the words I choose in my mind. So instead of saying I've got to cook fish, I say I get to cook fish. Kind of that little spin on it where it makes me feel, I don't know, it tricks my brain into thinking like I'm excited about it, or I'm like, obviously it is a blessing to be able to like cook my own food and have the resources to do that. So I trying to reframe my mindset little ways. Just, I get to cook fish tonight. Like I get to have fish dinner with, I'm gonna saute some bell peppers and make it all smell good in here. Like that's, even then that just tricked me into, okay, I was dreading it just a few seconds ago because it's like I love cooking, but like I'm tired, and breaking out the skillet and all the chopping just makes me sleepy. But I get to make some yummy dinner, and I watch some more Goblin, and it'll be a vibe. Hopefully you guys are doing all right. Hopefully you're chilling, whatever you're doing. If you're working, if you're sleeping, if you're running, if you're driving, if you're cooking, if you're eating, if you're sleeping, did I say sleeping? I don't know. Whatever you're doing, I hope you're doing all right. Thank you for spending time with me and joining me and listening to some tatted up dude talk about his thoughts. Let's do one more. We're gonna do the OG. We're gonna do Gregory Alan Isakov, and he is my top listened to Spotify artist for like the last 10 years. Like we could go back as far as they would even make those. He'd be the top. Like I've seen him probably 4 times, and that's like I don't typically, like 2 times is like my limit for any artist, because after 2 it's like, unless it's like new stuff or like, yeah, I'm not gonna see him again. But Gregory Allen, I've seen him 4 times, and all 4 times were amazing, because he's just this crazy talented musician, and he tours with like his bandmates are super talented, and he himself is just this incredible writer. Like he writes songs. There are only a handful of like other artists that like I wish I could write like, and he is one of them, because just the words he chooses, the way everything about it. He sucks you into this world where it's a vibe, and you just sometimes I have certain like emotional attachments to like a lot of these lyrics that he wrote, which is insane. Like that's crazy that can happen, but I guess that's the beauty of music. But he for sure is top of the list for me in terms of artists. And he's like, his album, I'm gonna butcher it, but it's like The Great Empty Northern Hemisphere, is like, that is what I put on when I can't sleep, when I'm like stressed, or when I'm like too tired to sleep, I'll put that on, and as soon as that first song hits, that Dandelion Wine, it's just like, it just puts me in a place where I can relax and just kind of reframe. That album feels like summertime to me, like windows open, crickets playing outside, lightning bugs going. You're maybe on a farm somewhere, you're in a farmhouse, and your bed's kind of cozy, and it's kind of a little bit too warm in the room, but you got your fan on, and so you're like gradually cooling down, and the moon's coming up. That's what his music is for me, at least his album. So let me play you one of my favorite songs on that album, and then we'll probably just wrap it up and call it a night. Yeah, I've listened to this. If I listen to Dandelion Wine, I'm gonna want to listen to the whole album. So let's not do that one. Let's do Dandelion Wine. Let's do it.
Summer days are just a magazine, a magazine, a magazine. Cutting grass for gasoline, so I can see it soon. I've packed up the dust of all that I own, handkerchief hung from a pole. I rolled out the day that the apples fell.
That was Dandelion Wine by Gregory Alan Isakov. And actually, we're going to do one more by him because he is such a vibe. And I feel like this is a perfect way to end the night. Something super soothing. This one's called The Universe by Gregory Alan Isakov.
she's wandered. She's got bruises on her feet. I sat down like I always did and tried to calm her down. I sent her my warmth and my silence, and all she sends me back is rain. The universe, she's wounded. She's still got infinity ahead of her. She's still got you and me. Everybody says she's beautiful, 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 beautiful. She's beautiful, 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 beautiful. Everybody says. The universe, she's dancing now. They got her lit up on the moon. They got stars doing cartwheels, all the nebulas on the tune. The universe, she's whispering so softly, I can hear all the croaking insects, all the taxi cabs, all the bumps, spent chains, all the boys playing ball in the alleyways. They're just folks in their dress. The universe, she's wounded. But she's still got infinity ahead of her. She's still got you and me. Everybody says she's beautiful, 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 beautiful. Oh, she's beautiful, 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 beautiful. Everybody says. Everybody says. Everybody says.
That was The Universe by Gregory Alan Isakov. What you think? That's a vibe, right? Like that put me in like a soothed, just relaxed mood. Man, that dude can write. Some of those lyrics just get me still. Man. But yeah, I think I like this Delilah thing. I would be curious. Tell me what you guys think. Let me know if I've got a future in late night radio, because playing the music and talking about it, I kind of like that. I kind of like that a lot. But so the plan for tomorrow is I'm going to try to get on and stream. We're going to do some poetry tomorrow. So I'm thinking maybe 7 or 8 Eastern time, which I don't know the math for wherever you're at. But 7 or 8 Eastern seems to be pretty good for me. I'll probably have dinner in my belly, and I've probably taken like at least 2 or 3 naps by that time, so I'll be like ready to go. And we'll get into some poetry. I'm excited because I've got a few different books of poetry. I think I've got Ezra Pound, Halsey. I haven't even opened that one yet, and I'm excited because you already know I love Halsey, but I love her writing, so we're gonna check that one out. Read a few from that. Lily Reinhardt, I got one of her books. Who else? Maybe we'll break out some like Robert Frost or like some Emily Dickinson, something a little old school. Just to have it, just to explore it. But yeah, I'm gonna go cook some fish. Hopefully you guys had some fun. I had some fun. It was a vibe. Let me know if you'd like to do these in the future. If you want some more music themed episodes, is that what we're calling these? I don't know. Conversations, chill out sessions, hangout sessions, chill sessions. That sounds weird. Cause I've got so much music accumulated over the years, chill music, that we could make this a regular thing. But only if you guys like it, because I'm gonna like it regardless. But this is what I'm gonna do off stream. So this is what I'll do while I'm cooking and while I'm getting ready for bed. Is just listening to more Gregory, probably, because that put me in a whole mood. But yeah, poetry tomorrow. Hope you guys have amazing Friday nights. What have you planned? Do y'all go out on Friday nights? What's that like? I haven't gone out on a Friday night in, let's see, I'm 31, probably like 32 years. Like, it's been a minute since I've gone out. It's just not, it's not fun. Every time, almost every single time, I'm getting on a tangent. We could be here for hours. Every time I go out, a better way to say this is, there have only been a handful of times in my entire life where I have gone out, like left my house in an attempt to have fun with others in the evening and enjoyed myself. Like, maybe it's just I hate bars. I don't like bars. I don't enjoy that that's what we do as society. We just like, it's centered around going out to go to bars and take out whoever you're going home with for the night. Like, that just does not interest me. You know what sounds way more fun? Going to, I don't know, if they had like a bar, but like they had it for like tea, where you go and it's open till 2 a.m. and you go and you drink tea and you listen to real good music, and you like, maybe you meet people, maybe you don't. I guess I just want to go get tea. I guess maybe that's the thing. But like, I do enjoy being out late. Like, I like that late night vibe if it was like geared towards something else. Like, if there was libraries that were open, do I sound like a nerd? It's okay. I embrace it. I'm a nerd at heart, and a nerd outside of my heart. But I like, maybe if there's a library that's open till like 4 a.m. and it gets crazy, like we're reading like Tolstoy or like Hemingway, or I don't know, just anything. Maybe some James Baldwin. It's like getting like spicy on a Friday night at the library. Like, pull up at the, you hitting the spot, you hitting the library. I'm gonna be there about 11 p.m. You're gonna get crazy. We're gonna get into some Anna Karenina. about 12. Crack open some of that. See where the night goes. That sounds like a vibe. Cause like that, I don't know. Plus, why at every bar plays the same Ed Sheeran song over and over and over? I'm sure it's a different one. Like, don't get me wrong, I like Ed Sheeran. I have the A-Team memorized in the back of my brain so deep. Like, his album Plus was like the soundtrack of my senior year in college. But if I had to listen to Bad Habits one more time in a club or bar setting, one time is too many. Like, that's that. As soon as that song starts playing, my internal meter, like my clock, is like, nope, I'm out. Even if I had like 45 minutes left on it, boop, it just goes automatically to zero. It's like when you cut a wire on a bomb, boop, Bad Habits, and I'm out. I'm like, I'm out. Same thing if anybody starts bringing out Cards Against Humanity. My brother knows, my older brother, James, he knows. If you start breaking out that game, I'm out. Because it's like, that's the sign that that's going to be what this night is. If Ed Sheeran starts playing Bad Habits, that's what this night is going to be about. That's it. That's no, I don't want that to soundtrack. Can we play we need some deep cuts. We need all my creatives out there. Let's make some like cool social settings that you can be out late, but like we doing deep cuts. Like we doing like I don't know. I can't think off the top of my head, but like we doing some big band, or we doing some Fats Domino. Or we doing like, maybe we even bring Marvin Gaye nights. Like we'll do like, and that could be a gay bar, that could be a straight bar. You never know. But like, let's do some Marvin Gaye nights. That'd be fun. Or just like anything but Ed Sheeran. Matter of fact, throw Shawn Mendes in there too. And I like Shawn Mendes. All these people I'm naming, I like them. But it's the same soundtrack for every bar. And if it's not those, it's like the classic rock bars. Where it's like, first of all, who out there? Are y'all vibing with classic rock? Because I like a lot of music. But classic, like, no, okay. Let me back up. I know classic rock is its own thing. Classic rock is its own, like it's I guess it's an umbrella. So I'm talking specifically like 80s hair band classic rock, which seems like Guns N' Roses, Poison, Def Leppard. Nah, that's the Ed Sheeran that's the Bad Habits of classic rock. Like all the other stuff I love. We talking Journey. We talking Hall & Oates. We talking The Smiths, The Cure. We talking, I know all over the place, but like we talking Lynyrd Skynyrd, the band, obviously Fleetwood Mac, all these like classic rock bands. Like I love those. But we're not. None of them hair bands. That's a no-go. But that's always playing when I'm going to like these older, like the hole-in-the-wall bars. And that also, that's my meter. Boop. It goes to zero. You start playing some Guns N' Roses, I'm out of there. I'm out of there. You start playing some Poison, every rose has its I'm out. I got work. I got my shift just started actually. I'm out of here. I don't even work overnights, but I'm out of here. I would rather go to work on an overnight than sit there for 3 minutes and listen to that song in that setting. Or some 40-year-old like woman named Meg is grinding with some 60-year-old man named Gus. And I gotta watch that. Like I gotta use my eyes to see that while this song is playing over top of it like it's some sad B grade late 80s, early 90s film. Not even a Spike Lee joint, just like I'm in the back of a place called Breakers, and it's a pool hall, and Gus is getting a little too randy. She's wearing a lot of leather and a lot of leopard somehow together, and I'm so confused. I'm out. I'm out of there. That is not for me. The bar life is not for me. I've figured that out. I figured that out at probably 18. That first bar I went into, and I was like, oh, this is what I waited 18 years of my life for? This is it? I'm pretty sure at that time they were playing a lot of Kesha, which, once again, I love Kesha, but not in that setting. Or 303? Y'all playing 303 in a place where I'm trying to have fun? Shut it down. Shut it down. That makes me makes me want to throw up. No, not really. Not like throw up, but like, nah, I ain't about that. That's why I spend like the majority of my weekends at home, like chilling, watching Netflix, or cooking, or reading, or playing music. But don't get me wrong, I can be like a social, in the right context, I can be like pretty social and enjoy myself. But let me know. Hit me up if y'all got like recommendations for spots around the country, around the world that like are geared toward more introverted like activities, or things where it's not just Ed Sheeran playing 700 times in one night. I mean, if you're into that, that's cool too. I don't care. I don't judge. You do you, but I'm just telling you what I do, and I do not do that. Anyways, I'm gonna go cook fish. I hope you guys have amazing Friday nights. That's how we got on this topic. I realize. Now I know how we circled back. I started wishing you a happy Friday night, and then I started berating Ed Sheeran. Which Ed Sheeran, if anyone clips any of this, I love you, Ed Sheeran. Not you, Guns N' Roses. Nah. But yeah. So have good Friday nights. I'll see you guys tomorrow for some poetry. I'm looking forward to that one a lot. Usually on Saturdays I have a little bit more pep in my step, so maybe we'll have a little more energy tomorrow. But this is cool too. I like just chilling out and being cozy. But let me know what you guys think. If you liked any of the songs. If I sound like Delilah. If you even know who Delilah. If you remember Delilah, that's cool too. Let me know. Be curious to talk to you guys. But yeah, I'm signing off. I'm gonna make some dinner. Sleep well.